Hello knitters, Fay Lynn from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. So today I have struggles with what's on my needles and we have lots of new yarn. Stay tuned. Okay, struggle with what's on my needles. So I'm still working on the slub yarn. The slub yarn is not the problem. The slub yarn is amazing. The sizing that I want, I'm trying to get sizing and I keep changing my mind on what I want. So I have to recast it on because it's been too big. It's been too big. Hopefully now this is what I want. But that's what happens when you're sort of making something up. And this is why I knit this before you do. Because now I sort of know, okay, and we'll have something to try on. Christine's will try on. So you'll have things to try on that then give us much more clue of what we need to do than us just making it up. Because Christine's also pulled out a few times before she finally got the sizing she wanted. So anyways, I'm back to square one again. It's all I've got done, but there's much better sizing, I think. I was basing it off my Cancun, my pink Cancun. And after I got the bit, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want it as wide for this as I did for that. So anyways, I keep changing my mind, having to take it out and start again. So, we all have to take out and start again. So it's good. So, but we do have quite a few people making this and the yarns are amazing. These are some of the, so we have the green. This color has been very popular, and of course, white is a good color for the summer. And we have the brighter colors and everything, and the black, and we have lots of colors. So come on in. We'll have it figured out now. So come on in and pick out your yarn for a Cancun or something else. Oh, and Vogue Knitting had this yarn. Now this is a different brand, but it's exactly the same yarn. And look at that they used for this. But you can see it's exactly the same yarn. Only they made this a really cool thing. So you could do this too. So we were excited that it was actually on the front of Vogue Knitting. So that was cool. Okay, new yarns, yay! Some exciting stuff. So our beloved Chow, which we've had in the store for, I think for at least 4 years now, maybe 5. And we knit the blanket, our blankets are knit out of it. Baby stuff is knit out. I mean, we use this yarn for a lot. It's a DK weight yarn. It's a merino. It's washable. It's soft. It's cuddly. It's a great, great yarn. Lots and lots of colors. Well, this is a Jody Long yarn. So he came out with colored one. I think they're calling it Dapple Carnival. Child Carnival. And so he came out with some really, really cool, I really like that one a lot. And of course, but some really cool colorways. And here's a hat, so you can see sort of how it's a dapple. It's like a speckled dapple. So it doesn't really stripe or anything. It just lays in colors. And the brighter colors will be see how you've got the short little spots of colors. So that's what you'll have with this, but it'll just be multicolored instead of tonal color. So anyways, that's it. DK weight, great for children, blankets. It is the best yarn. It's one of our workhorse yarns. So we now have new that. Okay, then Queensland. Now, Kathmandu is made by Queensland. Queensland coastal cotton, which we've had maybe 2 years now. It's a worsted weight cotton. It's great for tops. Summer tops, we crochet with it a lot. It's a great, great just workhorse cotton. And they have also come out with the whole speckle thing. So we have, and you can mix and match the colors. So, and especially for crochet, this is a workhorse. This again is a workhorse yarn. And it's very inexpensive, $9.99 for the skein. And there's a lot of yards on here. How much is on here? 186 yards is on here. And so now we have multicolors along with our solids. And it also comes in quite a lot of colors. So that's granny squares, purses, string bags, knitted, crocheted, doesn't matter. String bags are good with that. Tank tops, tops, summer tops. Cancun works really good in that. I've had people make the Cancun out of that. Yeah, and again, baby stuff. It's just a really good hats, like bucket hats and stuff. So it's a really, really good workhorse yarn too. And now we have colors for that one too. Okay, and like last but not least is my favorite new version, is Diversa, which is a Lana Grossa yarn. This yarn is gorgeous. The colors are freaking amazing. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And we have a lot of colors, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, like 15 colors. Aren't those gorgeous? So they have the color, but then they have, see, they've got this other sort of fuzzy one in there too, but it's not very fuzzy, but it's a little bit. So you get that other color. You can sort of see the halo on that. And this is a cotton viscose yarn. This is a fingering weight yarn. Okay, so this is a fingering weight yarn, which means you're gonna be on smaller needles. You could do tank tops and stuff with this, you know, sleeveless tops, summer stuff, and you could probably get up to maybe a 4 or a 5 on this, but you could also go down as low as like a 3. So this is a fingering weight. And there's some sweaters that, a few sweaters that we've got. One pattern from the company that uses like most of the colors. And then I also found a yoke sweater with some pretty striping on it that would be beautiful in this. This is fingering. So I love fingering, especially for summer weight, because anything much heavier, it's hard to wear once it really gets hot. But this being a cotton, and then if it's on smaller needles, it's just a much finer knit, very fine knit, and the drape of it's very fine. It's more like you buy in a store. But you could do a top. You don't have to do a sweater. You know, just do a sleeveless little top, and it won't take that long, you know, because even though you might be on a 3 or 4, it's not that big a project, so it won't take forever to get it done. But I think you're gonna love wearing it. I think you're going to love wearing this. You can also double, and if you double a fingering, I think that's a worsted. It's either DK or worsted. I think it's a worsted. But you could also double it. You could double it with 2 colors and get more of a marled look. Yeah, so I'll put up some, I'm gonna put up some pattern ideas for all of these. Well, mostly this one. These ones don't need, they don't need too much explaining. So I'm gonna put some pattern ideas up here and in the emailer to give you some ideas of what you could do with this yarn. But I challenge you to go ahead and try this out. You could do a nice small project and try out a fingering weight yarn as a clothing item and just see what the difference is when you knit something that is fine like this. Because even though it takes a little bit longer, it's amazing to wear, and especially when the month. And last but not least, they have a class coming this Saturday, the sweater class at 10 o'clock. And again, you can do any sweater. I've given you suggestions from the Cancun to the Weekender and the bobble sweater. And now you could do a tank top or a sleeveless shell, something for the summer with the new yarn. And I also want to remind you that this is also fine knitting. So this is the sweater that Christine finished not too long ago. And so she used the lamb and goat, which is up here, which is fingering, okay? And then this is the Kids Silkays, which is not right there anymore. Where'd it go? Hold on. So this is Kids Silkays, which is a mohair. Yeah, this is the mohair. And it's very, very, very fine. It is mohair though, so just pay attention to that. But it's very, very fine. And this is the one you actually don't carry. Most of the time, a lot of the time, people carry this along with their other yarn so that you get sort of a little haze on your yarn, and it also softens the texture of the yarn. But it's still mohair, so you gotta be careful if that's itchy for you. You know that. Come in and put it on, because some people can wear it and some people can't. If you can wear it, I'm jealous, because I think it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous knitted on its own. It's gorgeous. I can't wear it. It's too itchy for me. Anyway, so the top of this has the mohair by itself, and then it's striped with the lamb and goat. And this is just the cutest top ever. Again, this would be a really, it's not real big, you know? So this would be another good top to try out with the fingering weight, and you could substitute that for that, the new one. Because this is like a wool, this is wool and cashmere, not a cotton linen. But yeah, sweater class, Saturday, 10 o'clock. So you're coming with a swatch, 6 inches by 4 at least. You're coming with your pattern. You're coming with your needles. You're coming with a garment that fits the way you want whatever sweater you're knitting to fit, so we can get the measurements off of it. And then the whole point of the class is to get you started correctly on your sweater so that you know what you're doing and the measurements are good and you can be off on your sweater. So that's what we do in the sweater class, is get you started right. Get your sweater started right. So that's this Saturday at 10 o'clock. So that's it for the week. And it's a very short, but that's okay. I've had 2 really long ones lately, so short and sweet's good. So have a great week. I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.